Welcome back. A local partnership is aiming to help caregivers and our older residents here in our area. Audrey Johnson with the Ability Center and Christopher Keating with Principal Business Enterprises are here to explain this partnership. Thanks for being here today, folks.
Thanks for having us today.
Yeah, absolutely. So there is a third partner here, and that is the Area Office on Aging, correct?
Correct.
But the Ability Center is going to sort of be the place where people can come to get something that they may need for their families. What exactly is happening?
So the Ability Center is traditionally a great place to come if you're new to disability or if you're finding that there's a gap in your situation of independence. So it's a natural fit to have a kickoff and a once-a-month event at the Ability Center where you could come and get incontinence supplies. So we found that it's a big need in our community.
Yeah.
Chris has got lots of great people at Principal Business Enterprises that can show you how many people are incontinent in the nation. And the Ability Center had over 100 people come in last year looking for the products. Either the insurance wasn't covering the products or they were new to incontinence and they were just searching for a fix, something to keep them independent and out in the community.
And so now you're going to have that because you found a good partner here.
Yes.
And it just so happens you make these products
Absolutely.
that the people need. Tell us a little bit about that.
Absolutely. So Principal Business Enterprises is a third-generation family-owned company since 1961, right down I-75 in Bowling Green. And our flagship brand is Tranquility Adult Incontinence Products. You know, our legacy began with our second generation of leaders, Chuck Stocking, who was a caregiver for his grandmother, and she had incontinence. So, you know, through that, he learned that, you know, what happens when you have inferior incontinence products, right? The ill-fitting and skin breakdown, leakage, potential for slips, trips, and falls. And so he wanted better. And so we started manufacturing adult incontinence products, you know, the most absorbent. And, you know, now that we've seen with today over 46 million Americans with incontinence.
Wow.
It's a big number, and the costs continue to go up. So as Principal Business Enterprises, with our partners, we're trying to bridge that gap in the community.
Yeah, and as you said, there's a huge need. And so there are a lot of people out there who are saying, I need this, and now they have a place to go, and they can do this with dignity too. You know, come to a place where they can feel comfortable, but get these supplies that help improve their quality of life, right?
Absolutely. So the kickoff is going to be really exciting. So we're going to have the Area Office on Aging, the Ability Center, and Principal Business Enterprises with vendors. And the most exciting thing is we're going to have navigators there that will be able to help people find out what their need is, and then we'll be able to walk them through the initial steps. Principal Business Enterprises will be there for measurement. So maybe you're a person that have tried products, but they're just not working for you. It could be the fit. So we can find out if it's the fit. And then we can maybe help you see if your insurance might cover it, and you just might need a new way to ask the insurance for the provision of the product.
Right.
And then Area Office on Aging is going to have caregiver support and the assessment team there to maybe find out if maybe your Medicare needs to be adjusted for the coverage. So it's going to be a really full service day, and we're also going to have mobile meals, and we're going to have the library and TARDA and the Memory Lane Care, just lots of businesses and other organizations that are like-minded in serving the community.
Yeah, so this is something that it might seem really simple. Well, you know, just go to the store and get the product or whatever, but as you said, either cost could be a barrier, but also things like fit and other things like that can lead to somebody's quality of life just not being where it can. As you mentioned, some issues with skin breakdowns, things like that folks are dealing with every day, huh?
Absolutely, absolutely. And with a lot of the store-bought brands, what they don't realize is maybe, yes, they haven't maybe gotten the correct fit, or they haven't measured correctly, or if they're experiencing leaks overnight, you need that extra level of absorbency. And you know, we're found in DMEs, or durable medical equipment pharmacies, you know, throughout the U.S. You can find us on Amazon and also tranquilityproducts.com. But if you're looking for protection and a way that you can continue to have independence in your life, right? That's been the big thing. thing
Yeah.
is how do you bring dignity back into your life? How do you leave your house without worrying about having an
Yeah.
accident? And that's what we run into all the time. We hear stories from
Yeah.
and testimonials from the community.
Yeah, so you can come out and maybe take that first step if that is something that you need. November 5th, correct?
November 5th,
That's when
yep.
this is happening. And at what time? And it's at the Ability Center, right?
It's at the Ability Center from 10 to 3. And then going forward, it's going to be the first Wednesday of each month, also from 10 to 3, where you can come in and you can talk to someone about incontinence supplies
Yes.
and get the supplies that you need.
Wonderful. And then if you're somebody at home who's saying, I want to help support this effort because I think it's important, you all take donations too. So you can make those monetary donations or product donations as well to keep this thing going,
Yeah.
into the future. Wonderful. Thank you all so much for being here today.
Thank you for
you.
having us.
Yeah, absolutely.